That's what kills me.
That right there?
In golf tournaments.
Yeah. Jumped into it too quickly before your arms moved on that one. I saw this right here. These two, both were here. Arms were still going up. Everything was already going forward. And here's my fix. Slower going back, more together, and that would be enough to probably fix it. If not, hey, get some good fast hands from the top. In tournament play, though, that's the miss, though.
Yeah.
Just it peels out right. Most people, and I see this a lot, and this is, nobody's exempt from this. This is what we do. We start hitting some shots, and we're like, you know what, let's get an extra 10 out of this one. We get right here, and we already start hitting it hard with our backswing. And as Tiger famously said, nobody's ever hit the ball with their backswing, right? So my coaches tell me, Adam, just place it up there and then go. Ready? One pace, all the way up.
More college feels.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to say something that is 100% true. It's whenever I don't turn the backswing in my left shoulder, because I've been thinking about that the last like 4 days.
Right here.
And now I don't even think. I'm not even thinking about my takeaway right now.
Never think about your takeaway?
But whenever I simply feel like there's a string right here and I'm turning with my left shoulder, I never have to think about it ever.
I love that. Real quick, let's string right here. String right here. Butt of the club to the sternum. And literally, this is the only driving force.
Yep.
And the club just stays out there because it quiets this down. Smooth and all the way up. Feeling like this is facing his hands. Getting those hands a little bit faster and more aggressive on the way down. It's a good feeling for you as well.
That one is it.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I was a little shorter with the arm swing.
The one he just hit was his best one. And I don't know if you heard us. We were whispering up there. It was just, once again, he tried to shorten his arm swing relative to his body's turn. And, we said it over and over. If you've ever watched us on Instagram, you see like almost every other post I write, I mention a big body turn with a shorter, more connected arm swing. The only bad swings are the ones where the arms outswing the body rather than the body turning to support the club at the top. That was the shortest swing of all of them. And that was, that ball's not moving. Shortening the swing. There's two ways this is done. One way, you hit it shorter. The other way, you actually hit it longer. And this is one thing that Jack just saw. He shortened his swing, and a couple of his farthest drives came from that. Now, the viewer might be wondering, how the heck is that possible? Well, once again, when you're shorter, not because you shortened your body turn, but because you shortened your arm swing relative to your body turn. So what happens? Essentially, your body turns more than it did before, and your arm swing less. This person right here, if you shorten your body turn and shorten your arm swing, yeah, you're not going to hit anywhere. But if you don't let your arm swing relative to your turn and turn your body a lot more, you actually get more degrees of rotation with the body. Because the minute those arms and hands get to the top, guys, your body feels that, your mind feels that club up here, your body's going to stop, it's not going to turn. Yeah. Not only are you going to be out of sequence, you're not going to have the power.
Yeah.
So understand that when these guys shorten their swings, we're shortening the arm swing relative to the turn, still making a huge turn. That's what's important when you think of like a John Rahm or a Tony Finau. These guys are still turning their body. Their arms are just not swinging at all relative to their body. There's Dad's favorite ball right there.
That's my favorite swing.
There's Dad's favorite ball right there. I think it was pounded.
What an ounce of run off on those arms.
I'll hit that right shot and I just go, oh, I just know, because he and I both feel it here. We all feel it here. But what I was hoping for is, I just want you to be aware of what it was here, so that if it does happen, because it will happen, you go to the next tee box and you just know, hey, I just have to kickstart those babies just a little bit first and faster. And nothing different than Tiger in 2000. I mean, he was right here, right? We call it the Olay swing, right?
Probably the biggest change that Tiger's made is he's really tried to get his hands in front of himself coming down. In other words, arms in front of the body, where the club used to lay down. Show them how, your old swing when you used to get stuck.
My Olay swing?
Yes.
I go, Olay. That's the lay the shaft down 16th tee Players
stuck.
Championship, right?
Yeah, and that's just because of a product of being a junior golfer. All junior golfers fire their hips hard, get the club stuck from the inside so they can flip it. Hit the ball long ways. Yeah, you hit the ball long ways, but it's hard to control.
But he is. It's just these guys' hips fly. Hips are fast, man. They move. Yeah, it's why he hits it so far. But his hand speed needs to match. I mean, there it is, right there. It's unbelievable. And the ball flight gets even better. We're just trying to affect 6 inches of transition. We're just trying to make sure it's here. I always say this, like, look, imagine you had a glass tabletop right at your shoulder level. Your hands are just above that right here, okay? If you guys start turning this before these get through that glass tabletop, you're gonna be stuck and you will shove it out to the right and it will be kind of a glancy blow. So the whole point being is, boom, 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 boom. You know, we hear Bryson talk about it. Here's a guy who's ripping at it. And he talks about his hands coming right down into this space here, down to his pocket. You know, that's just a feeling, but it's a feeling to affect this much. It's not like we're trying to actually be like this. That was the feeling Tiger had back in 2000, but it just was affecting the transition. Dang, dude. How about that ball flight, huh?
Yeah, it's left rough.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where were you going? Right between those flags?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's left rough.
10 yards wide fairway.
Yeah.
It's just, God.
2 inches.
Yeah, Jesus. Pull your left foot back a little bit, bud. Okay. So you're this way. You're this way.
Yeah.
And your shoulders are correct, by the way, for the shot you're hitting. It's getting your left foot back and squared up. Yeah, that's better. One of the most common things we talked about earlier, you know, just a little crisscross in the setup, shoulders being left of feet. It's the most common thing. You know, I rarely, if there's a mismatch in shoulder and feet alignment, it's like 1 out of every 50 might be shoulders right. Very rarely is that the case. The reason why, though, is typically with longer clubs, you know, your hand's reaching lower on the grip. That pulls the shoulder forward. Now with longer clubs, the ball position's up there, right? So it's very easy to get this look going. Yeah. And that's a recipe for most golfers for pulls and bigger cuts than you want to have, okay? So, you know, really, one of the best tips I can give somebody, you want to face the middle of your stance and then just reach up for that driver. You know what I mean? But for you, I just think constant checkpoints in the mirror back at school, hanging the hands down like this. We use this for putting as well. You know, you can immediately see if these don't match, you know, my feet. So, but yeah, shoulder feet alignment, very important.
At Porzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.